What is up, my beautiful friends? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well. Today we are going to talk about why I do not weigh myself on a scale. So yes, we'll be having kind of like a serious talk about why I don't weigh myself, and I kind of share like my journey and like how I've kind of come to accept my body and some tips of how I track my progress. So without further ado, let's get on with the video and I'm going to share my story with you guys. Alright, so obviously you guys know I don't use the scale. I have not weighed myself in like almost 3 years, so I have no idea how much I weigh, and I'm okay with it. I'm learning to accept it. It's been a journey, and you know, we're gonna start there. So I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a backstory to why I stopped weighing myself, and we'll go from there. So for a while I was trying to lose some weight. I had gained a lot of weight from going off medication, especially birth control. I gained quite a bit of weight, and I gained probably around 20 pounds. So I was like, whoa, huge increase there. And I was working out, but I wasn't working out consistently, so it was kind of frustrating. I was also trying to eat a lot healthier, and it just was not moving the scale. And so with that, I started to weigh myself every day, and then it moved into twice a day, and then it would move up to almost 3 times a day that I would weigh myself, which is a bit ridiculous, but it became like an obsessive compulsive thing where I had to weigh myself, see if I gained weight throughout the day. If I gained weight throughout the day, I shouldn't eat, and then it would just went into this disordered eating. It really affected how much I ate. It would affect my exercise. It just really affected my mental health overall. It gave me a lot of anxiety weighing myself. I would always be so worried. I would try and like shift my weight on the scale to see if it would go down, and it just really affected me so much. And so I quickly started to realize that this was unhealthy. I really went into disordered eating and realized that it was such a bad thing for me. It really just affected my health so much. And so from there I realized, okay, I need to stop weighing myself. So once I realized that it was really affecting me in a really negative way, I completely stepped off the scale and stopped. I couldn't look at the scale anymore. If I looked at the scale, it was making me super upset and making me feel really bad about myself and my body. It made me feel like I was just overweight and just so ugly, and it really just affected my confidence so much. So I started to realize how much it affected my mental health. But I also knew in the back of my head that the scale wasn't everything. I was told that the scale wasn't everything, but when I became obsessed about the scale, I just pushed that away, and I was like, it actually is everything. It became this mental thing where the voice inside of my head kept getting stronger and stronger and saying that the scale, the weight is everything, and that's the kind of person you are. That number on the scale resulted in who I was. That's the mentality that I had. And once I stepped off that scale, that voice came back and said, the scale isn't everything. And that is true. The scale is not everything. It is literally just a number. And that number doesn't take in consideration your water weight and your muscle mass. I know there are scales out there that do, you know, give you your body fat percentage and all that jazz, and it's like a little fancy scale, you know what scales I'm talking about. And yes, they do give you that, but they aren't necessarily accurate. So I realized that this number was not giving me how much muscle I was gaining because I was working out at that time. I could have been gaining muscle and not losing fat, or gaining muscle and losing fat at the same time, and it just stayed at the same number. So that's okay. It does happen like that. And once I started to realize that, that's when I really started to back off the scale, and I was like, nope, I'm done. So once I stepped off the scale, I realized how important it was to just love my body for what it is and start to gain my self-confidence back. And so a couple ways that I've been measuring my body is by measuring it with a tape and also using progression photos. So of course I do like to use a tape measure. It does show like where you are losing weight on your body. So you could be losing it on your stomach or on your legs. You can lose it in different areas or completely all over. So I do like to use a tape measure, although I don't use it too often because it does still put me in that obsessive compulsive state. And so I try and do it maybe once a month, maybe once every 2 months. Just depends how I feel, and I want to make sure that I'm in a good mental space before I measure myself, so I don't become too obsessed with the numbers on the measuring tape. But I also like to take progression photos. I find this one has helped me quite a bit because you see your body every single day and you don't realize how much you've lost So if you're currently on a weight loss journey or on a fitness journey or a health journey, whatever you want to call it, and you want to see how much your body has changed, take some progression photos and you will see how much your body has changed. Like I said, you see your body every single day, so you don't know how much has changed. So when you take that before and after picture, you're like, holy cow, I actually lost weight, or holy cow, I actually look so different. It does change your perspective a little bit, so it does change your mindset, and you just don't realize how much your body has changed. So if you're looking for a healthy way to track your progress, I really recommend before and after pictures. You'll see where you've lost weight. So of course, with this journey, I've learned to love my body and accept my body. But like I said, it's been a couple years that I haven't weighed myself, so it's been a couple years that I've learned to accept my body. And this all boils down to body confidence, guys. Body confidence is a huge issue with girls and men as well, but we have a huge problem with body confidence. And through this journey, I've learned to love my body and gain back my confidence and love my body no matter what. If I gain weight, if I lose weight, I'm happy with my body no matter what. So throughout this journey, I've learned that my body is healthy. I know my body is healthy because 1, I exercise almost every single day, and 2, I eat a plant-based diet. My foods are healthy. I know that I'm putting fruits and vegetables in my body. I'm giving my body the proper nutrients that it needs. And so I know that I'm healthy that way. I'm starting to learn that no matter what the scale gives me, no matter what my measurements give me, no matter what my progress photos give me, I know that I'm eating healthy and I'm exercising and I'm moving my body every single day, and that it's healthy on the inside. So by loving my body that way, I'm okay if I gain weight, I'm okay if I lose weight. I love my body at every step of the way. And it just really boils down to confidence. So if you're lacking confidence and you're having issues with the scale and you're having issues with weight loss and you're having issues with just not feeling good on the inside, learn to love yourself. There are many tips out there. I'm sure there's tons of YouTube videos out there, but starting to learn to love yourself no matter what you look like, it's going to make you feel so much better no matter what you do. If you eat healthy, whatever, it's going to make you feel so much better. So my number 1 tip to give you guys, if you're having issues, is to love your body. Love your body no matter what. Love every little dimple it has, every mark it has, everything it has. Just love it as much as possible, because it's the body that you're stuck with on this universe, and that's okay. I mean, social media plays a huge role into like how we perceive our bodies, which is unfortunate. I mean, we do see those like Instagram model girls, whatever. And yes, we're not all like that. We need to realize that this is the body we have and this is what we look like, and we need to learn to accept it. And of course, I'm not preaching on here that I'm perfect. I really am far from perfect. I have struggles like everyone else. So I have my good days, my bad days, and my okay days, and that's totally normal. We go through those emotions every single day, and that's okay. So if you're having a bad day, just step away from everything, step away from social media especially. I find that really triggers me, and just do things for yourself. Do things that you love, some self-care, you know, all that jazz, and just really learn to accept your bodies. Also, just remember that your thoughts and feelings are only temporary and they will go away, and you'll feel better about yourself the next day, in a couple hours. We go through emotions every single day. So don't stress if you're not feeling great about yourself. It's okay. It will pass. And just do things that are self-care and make you feel better about your body and make you feel better about yourself from the inside. So yes, that's the reason why I don't weigh myself. It really just put me in a really bad mindset and a really obsessed mindset, which is, you know, really not good and very unhealthy. And so if you're in that boat, I hope this video helped you guys. And if you guys have any questions or anything you want to say, leave a comment down below. And if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button down below as well. And yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!
Summer days burn me out, love just brings me down. Go inside like windshield leaves that slowly leave the ground. Hey, you come back, I wanna give you a chance. Love me like you used to, so we can learn again. The skin is getting brown, baby, drink your night.